Hi, and welcome back to Langmaster Learning System. I'm Daniela. Today I'll share with you several short stories. Please practice listening along with me. Let's go. A stepmother. Tim's parents are divorced. He lived with his father. 5 years later, he married another woman. Tim was very afraid at first because everyone said that stepmothers are always cruel. However, his stepmother was different. She had a heart of gold. She took good care of Tim and gave him unconditional love. Beauty. In a small kingdom, the king hosted a beauty contest to find true beauty. Whoever won the prize could marry the prince. There was a girl. She had a beautiful face. Her eyes were blue. Her hair was blonde, and her skin was white. She was so confident, but the king said she was not beautiful enough. The girl was sad and came home. The next day, there was another girl. She was even more beautiful than the blonde. However, she suffered the same fate. She was denied. When the king disguised himself as a poor old man, he strolled around his kingdom and pretended to fall into a dirty swamp. He called for help, but no one cared. Suddenly, a girl jumped into the swamp. She helped the king to get out. The king was very satisfied. He came to the castle knowing that he had just found the most beautiful girl in the kingdom to marry his son. Birthday cake. James made a birthday cake for his mother. He spent 12 hours just for the cake. He wanted to make the most delicious cake in the world, but the cake was burnt. He was upset and cried. His mother saw the cake and understood everything. She was so touched. Then she hugged her son, and together they made a new one. Old diary. There was an old lady sitting on the bench in the park. She held a small notebook in her hand. She opened the first page. She saw loose handwriting of a young person. Because it was her diary in high school, it brought back memories of her friends. She missed the time they had spent together. Home alone. Jimmy stayed at home alone as his parents went on a trip. Jimmy was so joyful as he wanted to play video games all night. Then, that night, he stayed up late. While playing the video games, he heard a strange sound from the living room. He was so scared and crept around on tiptoes. When he came into the living room, it turned out that there was a hungry mouse in his house, trying to find pieces of snacks that had fallen on the ground. Dream. Emily was awakened by a bad dream. She saw a monster chasing her around. She was too scared to fall asleep again. Her mother said to her that the dream was just a dream, nothing to be scared of. Then Emily held her mother all night. From there, she had good dreams. Favorite book? Mike loves reading books. He reads different types of books. He prefers reading comics more than anything else. Mike spent all of his money on buying books, as it was part of his hobbies. He says books can open a new world for him, where he feels free and relaxed. School day. Timmy had to go to school by bus every day. His parents were always busy. The bus stopped in front of his school gate. Timmy and his friends got off the bus and walked into school. Today he had a literature test. He finished it on time, and he received his score 2 days later. Then, Timmy felt weird and happy at the same time today, as his parents had time to take him to school. Timmy didn't know that his parents had actually read his literature exam, and they were trying to fulfill his wish. The exam was about writing about a wish you want but would never come true.
And that's all. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Now, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment on what you would like to learn about next time. See you. Bye.